It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Lamar Jackson and the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Jackson out to his left. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's the option, running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Open man is Anderson. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11 yards and a Panther first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by Howard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And he floats one there, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott on the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Rashad Penny, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. K.J. Hamler, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead it at the break as we send you back up to Baltimore and Brandon Godden. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Another run here with Sanders. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson steps away. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. On third down, Jackson on the move to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Mixon running right. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Mixon will try the right side. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. Now Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him, working his way free across the middle. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Connecting with Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.